Guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to spread my love of this game and art with a thing it was always going to become. Spreadsheets and paperwork, that's right, suckers, it's a game about bureaucracy the whole time! So everyone knows about the mana curve, but I don't think many people know about it, so I'm gonna know you about it some right now. Every turn you get to drop one land. Here are your turns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many lands can you tap each turn if you always hit your land drop? On turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's already very complicated, but how much mana do you use over 5 turns? Well, that's more like 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Now that curve looks a little different, no? So if you and your opponent each play a creature on curve from turns 1 to 5, you've each used a total 15 mana against each other. What if you miss a land drop? What happens to the curve of your lands? Not a whole lot, I grant you that. But what happens to the amount of overall mana you've spent? That kinda is a lot. Missing a land drop on turn 3 puts you behind by 3 mana by turn 5. That's like missing the entire first 2 turns of the game. That blows. Guys, I think it might be really bad to miss land drops, but it gets worse. What if you don't miss a land drop, but you have nothing to play on turn 3? Whoa, that's just as bad as missing the land drop by the time you get to turn 5. Guys, I really don't want to be alarmist, but I think you might want to use as much mana as you can every turn. I think that might be a really good strategy. And if it's good for you, the opposite is probably bad, right? Like if you can force your opponent to waste a turn, that gets you ahead on mana curve and tempo. Oh well, too bad there's no way to totally waste an opponent's turn. Oh wait, people think of removal as removing objects, but you can also think of it as destroying turns, destroying time, destroying mana invested. If I spend 1 mana to destroy a 2-drop, I destroy the 2 mana that was invested in that card. If I use 1 mana to bounce their 4-drop, I destroy the 4 mana they spent to cast it. If I counter a spell, it wastes their time, and time is money or mana or something. Man, talking about wasting other people's time is really interesting, but I wish I could do more than just keep pace with the mana curve. I wish I could, waste time constructively. Oh, this is great. It's ramp spells. Ramp spells largely waste your mana. You tap some lands and you don't get an attacker or a blocker, just find a land or make a mana rock. If your opponent is on curve, they're just dropping attackers on curve. It's looking grim. But next turn you start dropping attackers over curve. You didn't waste that turn at all. You had a plan the whole time. You took the hit on tempo over here in exchange for a blast of tempo and card advantage over here. That's crazy. How did you ever come up with this idea? Guys, hear me out. Guys, I think that making mana is very important in Magic the Gathering, and that things that let you affect the mana curve might be very powerful. I think they might be so powerful that people would compete on an open market for the chance to own them, and they might get very expensive. Like, subscribe, pledge fealty, offer your firstborn, or swear vengeance in the links and buttons below.